Yeah, this is our latest maker meeting. I'm here with Antaripa Saha, expert in data science and AI context and AI memory.
Very excited to be here and super excited to show what we are like, what we can do in Stoa. And inside Stoa, we already know that like we can invite teams and like teams work together. It's a collaboration tool, and we also have an agent since Stoa is also a multiplayer AI. We try to take knowledge base of a company. It grows exponentially. For someone new, how can Stoa help in with like quickly getting the idea of what exactly is going on, what are the main files that they should look into, so that they can quickly get started.
I mean, this space that we're in right now, Team Time, I mean, we've been using it for months. So there's a bunch of great context, also a bunch of junk. So we're kind of pretending that we're a new teammate or we're about to onboard a new teammate. And instead of just dropping them into this space, we're going to try and give them a little guide that'll help them.
I feel like we already can see the context and all the files inside in the left panel.
Yeah, there are a lot of
And
really good documents in here already. A funnel dashboard in here, and there's a ton of good stuff. I guess there's also a dancing dog though too.
I will try to pretend like I'm new to the company, and I will just like ask the agent maybe help me in visual diagrams. So maybe like it can quickly help me understand this whole thing visually.
So you are doing a pretty broad prompt against everything that we've already got.
Seeing all these things together, maybe it will be a bit overwhelming. If the agent first gives me a broad idea about what exactly each files are, maybe then I can dive into like the other folders and stuff.
How did you come up with this as your query?
The three different agentic types each gave me different output. In the SVG style, it's clickable and stuff. So something like that happened in the first pass,
Yep.
which was like really good. But in the second pass, what I tried to do was I asked it to maybe save it somewhere.
Yeah, it's really interesting, like to be explicit about saving context, right? And having that context around for yourself later and for others, right? Yeah, you can just drop queries into my agent, I can drop queries into your agent. One meeting I was in, there were 11 agents running at once because everybody was working on their own Mermaid diagram. You know, sometimes it has these big failures, but they're not as scary as they seem, right? It'll just go off and try again with a different approach. So,
But the next follow-up, we can ask something like, create me a mermaid diagram.
now I have a thorough understanding of the project. Let me create a beautiful self-contained HTML page with a mermaid diagram. Oh, great. It knows that you prompted into my agent. It's a pretty nice hierarchy for all the stuff that we've got in here. That diagram at the top is interesting but tough to read.
Yeah, it's tough to read for me too. Maybe, but like since it's like the whole thing together, maybe we can ask it to just focus on mermaid diagram, maybe.
Yeah, we can put that mermaid diagram in a whole new file. Why don't we tell it to break out that diagram into its own file? I watched you correct a typo. So you're careful in your typos to agents, or do you just let them fly sometimes?
This is not for the agents. Like somehow I feel that I should, even with spelling mistakes and all, I feel like it will definitely work.
Oh yeah, that's much more readable.
And you can
You've already created context. We went back and forth instead of having to start a whole new agent, build that context up again.
and since it's all in the same place, it's easier for the agent to follow too.
Yeah.
It already have the context, it's synced, and it just goes, and you just ask it to update, and
Now there's plus minus buttons. I'm not sure I love it. Ooh, but I can drag and drop and scroll around, and then I can reset it back to the home. I heard what you said though. I think it does make it zoom a little too fast. The zoom is too sensitive. And it doesn't keep map.md is the best single overview of all Stoa features. Do you think it's recency is the most important? Do you think it's conceptual? Do you think it has to do with how many people have looked at it? Like, what should we keep around and what should we archive?
it's a mixture of, I feel that yes, recent, but then also compare with the context
Yep.
of the other files. That okay, is it even relevant? So the few of the files were very much relevant, but it has been so long since someone opened a particular file that even if it's there, it's now cluttering. That, and the second option is it even relevant with the other files?
Because we do a lot of quick examples or scratchpad to take quick notes, and even though that might be the thing we just worked on today or yesterday, it's not the most relevant. I like the way that you framed it. It's about finding how related a given document is to the rest of the context around it. So the zoom is a little bit slower, so that's kind of nice. Getting better and better.
Probably with the visual diagram, I just want to focus on the importance of it, because when you try to do that on a bigger code base and all, it's not practically possible to look into everything. And in the diagram too, it's like too much of an information for the user, and they will feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, we can do something, add in a prompt that says,
Which file?
for this one here, for the directory diagram.
Like, that's the benefit you even get with like this Stoa agent is, once you are out of that particular meeting, then you can leverage those notes and meetings directly with an agent.
Okay, well that was cool. I mean, we can keep iterating here.
Yeah.
But I liked your idea. Maybe you want to share your screen and try that prompt you were talking about to go back on our transcript history for this meeting.
Transcripts. And to be able to pick up the most important one, especially in meetings where context is overloaded.
But those open questions are interesting. Should agent-generated diagram persist automatically or always require an explicit file, right?
First thing first should be just to explain what are the most important documents, where they don't need to focus, what's the focus around this folder, and then like you can go deep.
Sometimes documents are hard to read, so this approach with visualization and diagrams really gives you just another mode to be able to see and understand what's been happening in this project and in this context before. Great. Thanks, Antaripa.
Yeah, thank you.